back in action. What's up guys, Jason here, aspiring entrepreneur, showing you the day in the life of a budding entrepreneur, just the basic hustle and grind of content, marketing, digital advertising, and building an ad agency and sales funnel. So anyway, I am excited to be back. I was on vacation last week, so only had a couple of videos uploaded then, but I've got a huge content library of like 20, I guess it's about 20 videos now to work on and upload for you guys. And so I wanted to take this opportunity for the third time. You guys haven't seen the extra cuts, but so this will be the third time that I try to explain this in less than like 10 minutes, because as you guys know, I tend to talk a lot when I get excited about things. But I wanted to talk about leverage, right? So leveraging your time, the old seesaw. And we've all heard the sales pitch of, oh, make money while you sleep, right? And part of getting there is looking at how do I set things up so that I'm not working in my business and I'm working on my business. So I'm going to use the recent spreadsheet that I finished building and turned into a Google Doc so I could share with my assistant. And now she's able to upload all of my content videos. And I'm actually working on how to have her upload these vlogs as well. And it's just essentially creating a system or a process so either you can do it faster or someone else can do it all together. So I think the first step is, how do you do this faster? And the first step is getting really just radically organized. And so what you want to do is think of a process that you repeat over and over and over again. For me, it was uploading YouTube videos. So my first step was saying, okay, what's all the information that I need to successfully upload a YouTube video? Then what are all the steps? So I put all the information in one place in a OneNote file, and then I wrote out all the steps. And then I did it a couple times, and then I created a spreadsheet where I put all the information in very specific places, as I'm showing you here on this little screenshot. Then I was able to record a tutorial walking through every step that I normally do and using my Excel sheet or Google sheet as a reference point for where to pull all the information. So that whole process took me about 40 hours to complete, and 40 hours and it takes me about 10 minutes to upload and promote a video. So at 40 hours, that's 24 videos. So why is that important, or where's that math leading us? So here's where the math is leading us. The first 24 videos, I'm not really seeing any savings in my time, because I could have either spent my 10 minutes uploading the video, or I could have spent that 10 minutes towards building that system. But after 24 videos has been uploaded, so on the 24th video that my assistant uploads, all of a sudden I've reached a leverage point where that 40 hours, it now doesn't just apply to those 24 videos, it applies to all the videos that are ever uploaded ever until I completely change my process in 6 or 9 months. And so what I encourage you guys to do is look for places in your business or just even in your daily life where, number one, where am I doing something over and over again? What information do I need to do this? And then write out the steps. And either come up with, find a piece of software that can do it for you, get an assistant. I mean, Fiverr, you can find people for $5 or $10 for an hour or two. It's pretty crazy. And, after you go through a couple of working with different people, you'll find someone that you really gel with, and then you can just keep creating systems that they can implement. And I'll share a really cool example of how this works. Like with my Instagram account, between tutorial videos and a bunch of trial and error and a Google spreadsheet, my assistant can do all my Instagram posts now. So while I was on vacation, she was still posting for me. So I could spend quality time with my family, and she could make the Instagram posts and continue the Instagram growth. All I had to do was, log in at the end of the day and go and interact with a couple of people, and then bam, I'm done. And it's not disingenuous because she's just posting. She's not like pretending to be me or anything. Although some people are okay with that as well. But I just wanted to share those examples with you. And I think it was the biggest takeaway from my vacation was, wow, this is how you actually have a business and not a job. Because a job, everything stops when you leave, right? Everything didn't stop when I left. Videos could still be uploaded. I did have to do some editing because I didn't finish some things on time. But the videos were still uploaded even though I was spending time with my family. I mean, Instagram posts were still being made even though, I'm sitting by the pool or something. And so that was the big aha for me, is like, wow, this is really what a business is versus just owning a job. That being said, it does take a really long time to get there. I mean, 40 hours on one spreadsheet kind of seems ridiculous and it's not really going to pay off for about a month, but after that month, it's all gravy from there. And so I'd really encourage you guys to just look for places in your business to check those out. And speaking of which, it is time for me to go check on my most recent upload. I'm really excited to be sharing some YouTube growth strategies with you. I'm very, very close to my goal of 500 subscribers. I think my goal was 500 subscribers by June 15th, and I have 8 subscribers to go, so I think I'm going to make it, which means I get a longer runway. So hopefully, unless like a bunch of people hate this video and unsubscribe, right? Please stay, please stay. That means I can keep going. If I hit 500, I can keep going. That's the agreement I have with myself and some others. So, anywho, excited to be back, showing you guys all this fun stuff, and it's time for me to continue working on building systems so that my assistant and eventual other team members can just grab the reins, and I can continue to. I really want to just get to the point where I'm working 100% on my business versus, in my business. And I'm actually part of a kind of mastermind or coaching group right now that's all about working on your business versus in your business. It's called One Time Your Business by Tina Mitchell, and I'll drop a link below. You can go check out her sales page and information page. And I've learned I've got a good refresher on some things, and I've also learned quite a bit from her as well. So I encourage you to go check that out. She politely asked us to, share some of these success stories we've had and the program with other people. So it's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything if you decide to sign up. Either way, there's a bunch of valuable content and insights on her sales page, so definitely go check it out. For me, it's time to jump back into YouTube SEO and get to writing some YouTube descriptions, which I'm talking way too much already, so in another vlog and video, I'll go through some pretty crazy stuff I found out with YouTube SEO and some things that I'd been doing in the past that were actually hurting me. So stay tuned for that in another video. Time to, get to work. So I took this YouTube SEO marketing course a couple weeks back, and I'm trying out their kind of methodology on writing, descriptions. And they have this software that essentially goes out and scripts other YouTube videos and gives me suggestions on titles and tags and kind of phrases I should include in my in my description. So of course I really, really want to put it to the test, right? Because if it works, then I'll share it with all of you, and if it doesn't, I'll share it with all of you and tell you why it didn't work. So I'll put up another image here, and you can see, so the blue and the red represent the keywords and the phrases that they told me, and then the black is everything that I put around those suggestion keyword and phrases to kind of make it coherent, because of course I want the description to make sense. I don't want people to just check out my description and be like, what the heck is this? A bunch of gibberish, right? And of course, Google is really cracking down on people who just spam stuff. So I have the arduous task of figuring out how do I take all these keywords and all these phrases and string them together in something that would actually be somewhat valuable if someone chose to read it. I'm not posting it on LinkedIn. I'm definitely not posting it on my blog. So it's not like it's super good content, but it's just basic content that at least if somebody read, they wouldn't be they just say, oh, this guy's kind of a crummy writer. I see why he does videos, versus, oh wow, he's just spamming a bunch of keywords and phrases and links and all that silly stuff. So anyway, but the downside of that is it's taking a lot longer. It's taking 2 hours to do 450 keyword or 450 word description, where in the past, my business building videos where I'd write a description 250 to 300 words, it would take me 15 minutes, right? So 15 minutes versus 2 hours. So one of two things needs to happen. Either number one, that 2 hours needs to give me a phenomenal return on my time in terms of increased views and shares and likes and all that and subscriber growth and all that, or I got to figure out how to do it faster, or maybe I'm just being too granular with the process. Of course, you put all that time and effort in, so you know that the variable of success isn't you, right? You put your best foot forward, you did everything you could, you followed directions to the T, and you like went for that 4.5 GPA instead of the 4.0. I don't understand how you can go higher than 4.0, but I guess that's something kids these days can do. Anywho, the point is just trying to see, really just putting everything into something for a week or two to see if it works, because then if it doesn't work, I can confidently say, no, that doesn't work, versus, you know, having someone come back at me and say, well, did you spend 2 hours? Like, no, I spent 30 minutes. We'll be like, well, actually you need to spend 2 hours. And you're like, oh, great, now I have to go run another experiment, spend even more time figuring out. Anywho, just wanted to share that with you, and I need to get a better angle because my face is all shiny. There we go, not so much of a shiny face. Anywho, it's about 5:30 or something. I started this vlog super late, and just because I had so much work to do, but I'm trying to get ahead of schedule on my videos, and I think it's time to eat and call it a day. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you got some value out of this particular episode, especially the kind of leveraging your time in the beginning, and then, you know, my ramble right here just talking about YouTube video descriptions. And I definitely encourage you, if you're trying YouTube, put some real effort into writing a description that has a target keyword and then has some phrases that your competitors are using as well. I'm cheating and using a piece of software. I guess I should link up to it in the description so you can check it out, but I have no idea if it's any good or not. I'm just giving it a trial run. It was like 50-60 bucks or whatever, so we'll see if it's good, and maybe it'll help you with your YouTube SEO stuff and ranking on search. But the video I did just put up is already ranking on the first page for several of the keywords that I was targeting, so I think that's a pretty good sign that I'm on the right track. I'll still have to figure it out, but I'm on the right track. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I know I always do that to you guys. I'll be like, thanks again for watching, but I have this other thing that I want to talk about for 5 minutes, and then I'll say thanks again for watching again. So thanks again. I'm not going to say it again. I'm going to go eat because blood sugar is low, and those ketones from the coconut oil only lasted a few hours, and then I got to dip back down again. So until next time, keep building the business you love. Take care.